Hello all you glorious bastards. Today we'll be playing some Hearts of Iron for Kaiserreich. I will be... yes, what will I be? I have decided I will be retaking the kingdom. Nah, I'll be playing as Syndicate America. So, Iron Man, regular difficulty, here I come. I'm gonna play as the Syndicates. I'm gonna conquer all of the Americas. Because, why not? Just noticed that I have part of Cuba? Is that Bay? No, Guantanamo Bay. Is that an actual... oh, fighting a land war in Asia. You should never do that. They keep throwing people at you. I swear they repopulate faster than you can kill them. Thank you, Team Kaiserreich. I want to know everything. Thanks for all the info. Can we play please now? What? All 4 divisions? Syndicalists? Well, let's start some research. It's just gonna be basic start research. Let's start building. Wait, but do I have any? Oh, I have some. Legation cities divided. The formation of delegation cities, normally giving every nation equal access to the Chinese market, brought with it considerable profits for some countries and considerably less for others. Political crisis. The United States crisis, the Great Depression, which has ravaged our nation for over a decade, is still not let up. Popular desperation has allowed for the far-left combined syndicates of America and the far-right America First Party to gain strength in recent years. Others look to MacArthur and the army as a way to solve both desperation and radicalism. Many worry that the United States could descend into a civil war should our current situation not soon be resolved, or if a radical presidential candidate win the upcoming election. And just the Great Depression. So we have here the election of 36, General MacArthur, private and fair deal, Monroe Doctrine, Reconstruction. So I can't do anything until the elections happen. Okay, let's see. I'll just begin to build loads of shit up here. Since this is going to be my territory. The start of the Civil War. There we go, that should be enough building to start here. Let's just begin to produce mass amounts of convoys and some destroyers, I guess. Like, okay, I'm gonna quickly. Okay, no, Panama, north, west. Sorry, almost. Let's take you to unite. Damn, you can't make it all the way back. Oh, they did. I had whole of 1 division more. I have 5 divisions, that's so terrible. Then let's begin. God save America. But yeah, I'm gonna let the Reds win. Revive the American army. the US Army, Marshall's firepower plan, mobile warfare. Fight for America. American War Economy at the Fair Deal. Which did the economy have a proposal? Well, this one is just like. Dude. Oh god, I'm taking this one. Because we can do it. Can just start trade. United Provinces of America, you've broken away because you're syndicalists. Brazil, South America got huge real patch. Profits from the I don't know that word. Legislation cities. I guess let the money flow. And Black Monday happened. Great Germany. You're so good at economy. Black Monday, and this is just not our year. World premiere of modern times. It's so bad it was funny. So that one. God, it's bad. Vice President Curtis. Oh, of course, my stability is just gonna fall into this. Just plummet to death. But the syndicalists shall rise. We shall rule over the United States. We shall conquer Canada, Mexico, and Central America, and the United Provinces of America, Panama, Colombia, and Venezuela. We're gonna kick them all out of here. Ecuador, Peru, Bolivia, Chile, Argentina, Pennsylvania Workers Front, Uruguay, Paraguay, Brazil. Of course, also Cuba. Is he blind? No, I don't think he's blind. But Bay of Pigs, yeah. Guantanamo Bay, near the same. 2000, yeah. I want to bet with you that 1,999 of them are prisoners, that was it. Father Charles King, CBS radio broadcast. 3 years ago today, Father Charles King started doing weekly radio broadcasts in America, and more than 50 million people turn on their radios and listen. He's a raving anti-Semite, claiming that syndicalist revolution in France was formed by the Jews and that the Berlin stock market crash is an international conspiracy of Jewish bankers. And somehow people still tune in. His hate speech will not be tolerated by the church, and the Pope is expected to make a decision whether to ask the United States government to shut down his broadcasts so his hateful messages cannot reach the public. Coughlin is becoming a dangerous position. Shut him down. I don't care that it's gonna speed up my stability. Restoration of democracy in Australasia. Welcome back to the free world. They want to hunt the wheel of the Battle of El Mayo. Remember the Alamo, which is an important thing in Texas. Against even the combined syndicalist rivals of Jack Reed have been elected the 31st president. This victory is not just number. The syndicalists and their allies are jubilant success while shots of traitors from the country. Those in the center, Patrick's Day. We must help the people. Shouts of retreat and dissenter and riot are galvanizing against them. The most unexpected outcome. Something. But yeah, I'm gonna make it. Protect our democracy or destroys domestic and declare martial law. PI program. Loyalty to my God or army education reform. National rehabilitation. The American. That one. Military troops. Oh, the American sees. Continue down the research tree because we want to research things faster. Herbert Hoover. Yeah. Come on. December, you have to roll around soon. Essentially Q. Cost is Q. What would this word be without a Q? Battle of the Overpass. The Indian Citizen Act. Passed act, hopefully this will gain us veto the bill. Yeah, they can be citizens. Don't see why not. Actually gaining a surprising amount of political power. And the Pope is dead. God, this reminds me of base Highfall because the base game is just as the early game seems just as boring. I've played as Russia once before in here, the Ottoman Empire, and my first game was as the Austrian Empire. Russia was interesting gameplay at least. I managed to annex all of this, Kingdom of Ukraine, managed to make the Baltics fall into my hands. As Austrian I formed the Danubian Confederation. The Ottomans I had to pull back and hold the line here. Pulled out of Arabia, quickly formed up, pushed to take Arabia, while I held the Egyptians back. My work against the Iranians was kind of interesting because I managed to push into here, this general area, then was stopped by the mountain range. So I fell back behind the river here, I kept back that, and then just fell behind the river and up the mountain, let them push back. Then I pulled out and encircled them, crushed them, which crushed like half the army. They could not hold me back then because they could command the entire front. It was a very interesting thing, but that's the least to say. Coast, west coast, northeast, Hawaii, west coast. No, you guys are like great. That means I finally said that you should. And the Atlantic Destroyer Fleet. And concentrate the history. Why? Because of the United fucking States. I wonder what's the Kaiserreich law behind the fact that what is the Kaiserreich law behind that Franklin Roosevelt is, FDR. Two immigrants from Italy, Scasso and Vensazzi, has been accused of killing a guard and a paymaster of a local band in Branty, Massachusetts, a town outside Boston. The case has quickly become the trial of the century for Scasso and Vensazzi are anarchists. Unsurprising, the CSA has come out strongly in their favor of the two men, while the America First has come out against them. However, the case goes if they look like triangle people. Scasso and Vensazzi are innocent, which will lose. Yes. More syndicalists. And more. CSA. There are two CSAs. They're the Combined Syndicalists of America and the Combined Syndicalists of America. It's because one of them are syndicalists and one of them are radical socialists. Progressive wing of the Republican Party. So they have also split too. That's interesting. You really, really... Can't December just roll around already? So I can get this election thing on. God, that looks old. Siam's new constitution. Internal economic stabilization. Beautiful harvest year. Mental budget cut. Black Monday. Bloated bureaucracy. That's not good. Kamchanka. And all of this inaccessible shit. Kingdom of Finland. The Great Heatwave of 36. So this isn't over yet. Do you have your own terrain? No, you don't. I believe Sweden have their own terrain. Yeah, Sweden have their own terrain. I'm actually not sure. Does the Dane have their own? The Danes have their own treaty. Yeah, it allows them to ratify the Stockholm Treaty, establish the Nordic Council, Scandinavian Defence Union, joint military accusation, military exchange program, Nordic investment, Scandinavian Scientist Confederation, Scandinavian Monetary Union, Nordic passport conversation, military program, parliamentary joint sessions, found Scandinavian Airlines, propose a single market, technological cooperation, and the Nordic Federation. It's 37 years. Let's invade them. That's boring. Okay, let's first upgrade our fighter. Hey. Margaret Mitchell published today her novel Gone with the Wind, which immediately received wide support, and which is maybe the next Pulitzer Prize. Set in the Old South during the miracles, and many saw it as a reminder of the strained political situation of the United States. Many American first Southerners have claimed that the novel supporting their cause. My dear, I don't give a damn. Today, the writer, leaders of American anarcho-syndicalist movement, and would-be assassin Alexander Berkshire passed away after losing a battle with prostate condition. For his funeral, his body will be taken back to his hometown of Vilnius, Lithuania. He was the leader of the syndicalist movement in America, and the movement suffered a major setback with his departure. The anarcho-syndicalist torches pass on to John Jack Reed. Yes, let the torn of anarcho-syndicalists burn, and let them rule America and the world. Union Syndicalista achieves Italian majority. The Fifth Congress of the Socialist Republic of Italy has ended with the Union Solicista led by Palimo Togliatti continued its mandate by achieving a majority of seats in the government. The Unione Syndicalista have held the control of the Republic since the end of the Weltkrieg, and the constitution of the regime signs a likely solidification of the alliance with the Commune of France. That was probably deeply racist, and I apologize, but it was too fun to stop. And no, actually it was. But when I thought about, wait, this might be racist, I was already too far gone into it to stop at that point. So yeah, that was pretty bad. Not only horribly wrong, but also pretty bad. Let's only deploy them once. Why is it 3 than 1? That's just annoying to look at. Excuse me. But yeah, now we're halfway here. July, August. Sends a letter to Hoover. With the rising instability in the US, the new king of the British Empire, Edward VIII, decided to send a private letter to President Herbert Hoover. While the media doesn't know the contents of the letter, it is speculated that the king warned the president in the case of choosing the radicals. Canadian allies need to take drastic measures, as they don't want to spoil the instability on the. Yes, yeah. What can I do? I'm gonna choose the radicals, and I'm gonna beat you up. Anglo-French tensions. Divided government. The Constitution removes divided government. Purge disloyal opposition. Mandate enrollment in the cadet corps. God save the king. Military government. The official bilingualism. And then God save the kingdom. God save the king. Can we just get shit underway? Factory repairs, insert civilian factory conversion, construction, post-Civil War America, GI Bill, Double B campaign, fate of the unions, New America, rebuilding America, rebuilding the West, rebuilding the Midwest, rebuilding the South, rebuilding New England, rebuilding the Pacific, America's rebuilt, America's reborn. Indochina declares independence. After the Weltkrieg, Germany seized the former French Indochina, but stability didn't restore until German interventions in 1926 crushed the revolutionaries in South China. Now, Indo-Chinese nationalists and leftists under a coalition government called, I will not try to pronounce that, rise up against the colonial regime. After quoting the French Declaration of Rights of Man and the American Declaration of Independence. That name, the head of the Viet Minh, I ended up trying to pronounce it anyway, condemned the brutal German oppression of free people, and affirmed the Indo-Chinese nation's right to independence. Most observers agree with German media that just some Potemkin's peasant German military forces, or even police in the Far East, can easily suppress the revolt of the so-called Viet Cong. They are surely not modeled. Where did they learn about the American Declaration of Independence? And the Chinese Union. Can I send volunteers? I cannot. I must have 30 donations to send volunteers. Deploy those 3. I'm gonna make that one most important. I'm still trying to mass produce those. But I don't need naval bombers and I don't need tactical bombers. So, more guns. August. I'm nearing January. Or November. So I can get this election undergoing. September. Good. We're closing in. And I'm gonna make sure a certain red bloc wins. Because we play as the Syndicalists. Okay, let's. The Great Heat Wave is over. What is it with American and naming things the Great? I've always wondered that. Like the Great Depression, even though there was nothing great about the Depression. Now we just need you two to arrive. Look at them flying all the way across. Soon to land. And they're in. Unify them all. Medium bombs and fires. Of course. What else would we have? Do excuse me. Our ideology has grown. Market liberals. No, we don't need this. We don't need more market liberals. Fuck market liberals. We're gonna be the syndicalists. For the revolution. For every man for his right. Well, come on. Come on. You know election wants to come. Come here. Come here. Come here. Election. Come. You want to be here, right? Nice election. Nice election. You want to be here. Invite the military to stop to save the country. No, fuck you. The elections must be held. Legitimize freedoms. Legislate freedoms. Bypass the election of 1936. Can I then actually elect someone now? No, not yet. President Green, come on, I believe in you. Sure, legislate freedoms. Perhaps the easiest thing to prove the country's stability is to give the people what they want. It will involve some uncomfortable compensation, but ideally, those are measures that are only temporarily designed to replace them until order can be properly restored. You keep telling yourself that, you stupid people. I'm gonna make the syndicalists rule America. And it will be glorious. Come on, election. 16th. We just keep preparing for a civil war that is to come. Come on, roll around. Yeah, the West Indies Federation. Like the Australasian Federation. Oh, it's 10 tons. Yeah. The mutiny. The Mounties? Mounties? I don't know how to say that. November has rolled around. Hallelujah. 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 We might get this election underway then. Democrat Republic. Jack Reed. Da-da-da-da-da-da. There we go. And this seems like a fine time to end the video, with the syndicalists in powers now, and the American Civil War on the verge, and America on the verge of collapsing into a civil war, with the syndicalists also, of course, ending up winning, because why wouldn't we? I'm probably gonna lose because I'm absolutely terrible at this game, but syndicalists in power. So remember, if you liked the video, don't forget to go down below and give it a like. And if you want to see more Syndicalist States of America, once we finally become called that, please click that subscribe button. It really helps out. So, see ya.